So how many dumb animals had to die to make that?
I'm sorry, are you speaking to me?
I don't see anybody else wearing a garment made out of dead animals.
This coat is made of animal skins.
But animals had to be killed, right?
You consider the use of animals offensive?
I think it is appalling to raise and kill animals just to appease somebody's vanity.
Well, what you see is a beautiful coat. But what you don't know is that this coat represents 2.5 tons of garbage.
2.5 tons of garbage? What are you talking about?
Just a minute. What's this? A frozen chicken. Where did this come from?
It came from the meat counter, aisle 2.
Before it got to aisle 2.
It came from a chicken farm. Everybody knows that.
Take a look at this. Isn't something missing?
No, it's all there. Let's see. 2 wings, 2 legs and thighs, liver and gizzard inside body cavity, wrapped in plastic. It's perfect.
It's that body cavity that's got my interest. What do you suppose was in there before it became a cavity?
Well, how should I know? What difference does it make?
Difference? Have you ever cleaned a chicken?
Of course. I take off the wrapper, I rinse it under cold water, I cook it. I know how to clean a chicken.
Well, there's cleaning, and then there's cleaning. What do you suppose happened to the head of this chicken? The feet, the guts.
The guts? Oh, I don't have to worry about that.
Yes, you do. Every supermarket in North America sells an endless supply of cleaned and wrapped chickens every day. Imagine the tremendous pile of chicken guts that is accumulating even as we speak. Do you want to see all that thrown in the garbage system?
Okay, I don't have to clean my chicken, so what?
But where is all that stuff going? What is happening to those piles of guts that are stacking up all over the country?
I don't know.
Fur. Fur farmers are buying the chicken waste products and feeding them to their herds.
You mean they actually buy that stuff?
Nobody's giving it away.
And minks eat it?
And you don't have to pay extra to cover the producer's cost of getting rid of the garbage. And the same thing's true of this nice piece of orange, Ruffy. Is that a fish or what?
Of course it's a fish. What does it look like?
Well, it looks a hell of a lot less like a fish than that this cleaned and wrapped chicken looks like a chicken. Fish have slimy scales and heads with beady little eyes and fins and tails and bones. And don't forget, they also have guts.
Guts, right. I know, guts. Piles of guts. Guts as far as the eye can see. I suppose the minks eat all that, too.
You knew that already.
I just guessed. The next thing I expect you're going to do some kind of demonstration with my beefsteak. But see, that's where I got you. They used the whole cow.
What about the entrails?
The minks eat it. What else? All they eat is garbage.
That's right. You are very fast. It is the creation of beauty from trash. The fur farmers buy the waste products that you and I won't eat, but that mink love. It is a very natural and efficient system. This coat is a perfect example. It is made from the pelts of 50 animals that consumed 2.5 tons of garbage.
Okay, all right. I might be able to agree with you if the whole animal was used. But what about all those mink bodies piling up even while we speak? Or do the mink eat themselves?
Do you have a pet?
You can't answer a question with a question.
Trust me on this. How about a dog? A cat? Ah, a dog. Take a look at this. See if it says anything about protein.
You don't mean to tell me that Bubbles has been eating mink meat?
Mink bodies are used in the manufacture of fertilizer and chicken feed and protein meal.
Okay, that is all well and good. But the basic fact is that animals like mink and foxes and other animals are living lives of pain and misery, and human beings have to be concerned.
Whatever gave you the idea that these animals lived lives of pain and misery? That makes no sense. Abused animals would not have such soft and beautiful fur. In order to raise a high-quality product, the animals must be well cared for. The farmers are very concerned.
That is all well and good, but look, I get stuff in the mail. It tells me all I need to know. All I have to do is send them money and they take care of the rest.
How much do you suppose those outfits rake in every year?
I don't know. I never thought about it.
Millions, Buster. They are soaking the public by appealing to emotional issues that are not based on fact.
I didn't know that.
Of course you didn't know. They are banking on you not knowing, and believe me, they bank on it. What do you suppose it costs to print and mail those expensive brochures? And then they register as non-profit organizations to avoid paying taxes.
Are you kidding? They don't pay taxes?
Meanwhile, the farmer is hiring employees, buying the goods he needs to maintain his herd, and paying taxes. The animal rights activists aren't creating anything but cash flow. They stimulate nothing. They give nothing back to the economy. But it makes you feel good to give them money for nothing, so that people who choose to wear leather and eat meat and wear fur won't be allowed to do so.
But wait a minute, they can't stop us from eating meat or wearing leather, can they?
You bet they can. The animal rights activists are determined to completely eliminate all use of animals. No food, no clothing, no zoos or circuses, no horse riding or racing or rodeos. No animals used in research, and ultimately, no pets.
No pets? But that means that Bubbles...
She'll have to be let go to roam free with no outside interference.
But that's murder. She couldn't last 5 seconds in the traffic.
Along with all the other animals who haven't starved to death. Is that the kind of democracy you want to live in? If so, you'd better take off those shoes and put all this stuff back and take up eating celery.
Celery? Gee, well, I don't think a person could survive on celery. Besides, who would want to? Look, I'm sorry. I apologize for what I said about your coat. It really is quite nice.
Well, I guess I got a little carried away. Here's your celery back.
Gee, you sure know a lot for a woman. Well, that wasn't a very good thing to say, was it? No, well, look, I gotta go. I gotta put all this stuff away and pick up my glove for a softball game this afternoon. Oh, no, I don't believe it.
What's the matter?
It's my softball glove. I've been using mink oil on it all these years. It's the best stuff there is. It's great.
And where does that come from?
Well, I usually buy it at Jerry's Shoe and Leather. He only carries the best.
No, mink oil comes from mink fat. What? It is not squeezed out of some specialized gland. There is a layer of fat between the hide and the body.
Yeah, and my sister is allergic to regular makeup. She uses something made out of mink oil, too. So I'm an animal user just like you.
Your softball is made of leather. So is the glove.
You know, I don't have to go to that game. Would you be interested in lunch someplace? How about dinner? I got a couple nice steaks here.
More animal use.
Well, we could compromise. How about steaks and celery?
Thank you. That sounds quite nice, but I'm married.
Oh.
My husband and I are mink farmers.
Now, why doesn't that surprise me? Well, look. Just reassure me about one thing. How do we know that the animals are really being taken care of? Because you say so, or what?
As a matter of fact, the farmers pay money to an organization which sets the standards for the humane care and treatment of the animals. And farms that adhere to those guidelines are certified.
But how do we know there's no funny business going on?
Well, a veterinarian checks the whole farm operation. The animals, the housing, the food, the equipment, everything.
Well, that's great. And your farm is certified, I suppose?
Yes. I'm proud to say that ours was one of the first farms certified in this county.
No kidding. Well, I really want to thank you. You've taught me a lot today, and I apologize for being so rude. I just didn't know. I hope you have a nice day.
Good luck on the softball game.